show these a lot of these. Start with a campaign. Battle training. This is a two-part tutorial intended for people who are new to the game. Part 1 will teach you the basics about movement, attacking, healing, and recruiting. First, you choose a hero. Both heroes play the same. Click the mouse, press any key to continue. I like the blue guy. Blue is a nice color. Let me turn on some background lights. Don't have as much color as I did in the morning. Alright. Well, yeah. You're gonna get the glare from my monitor. Is that as bad? That's better. Now you can see me in all my glory. Alright, welcome to Wesnoth. For this tutorial, you are playing Conrad. You are standing on the keep and your mentor, Dolphador, is on the east side of the river. You can move the mouse over a unit and see the summary of its abilities, stats on the right screen. Press the or click the spacebar to continue. Click on Conrad. I think we missed something. Click on Conrad. We're going to go. What does it want us to do? Let's delete this for a minute. You guys can see what I see. There we go. Ah, Conrad. Here's Conrad. Whenever you hover over, select a unit, in the case Conrad, the place you can move to are highlighted. All units have a certain number of movement points which dictate how many hexes you can move per turn. Normally move one hex on flat terrain, use only one movement point. To move, simply click on Conrad, then your destination. Press U to undo the move. Good morning, Dolphador. It is time to attack things. Yes, it is. Well, have you found an orc for me to fight? The troll? Quiet, I'll summon an enemy for you. This is Quentin. Quentin doesn't look very fierce. Quentin, you want me to fight a dummy? Young man, you have 32 hit points in this sword. I'm fairly certain you'll win. To attack Quentin, first select the attacker Conrad, then target the Quentin. Then the target Quentin. You can see the attack description. Click attack when you're ready. Click Conrad. We're going to do a straight on attack with a 3x5 flail. It's magical. Ooh, brings up this screen. So we got an 80% chance to hit. Yeah, there's a probably 80% chance to hit back. Yep. Looks like this is do or die attack. Hey! This Quentin fights back! Perhaps we should have started with this with a doll. Should I retreat? Good idea! The tiny golden crown above your leader Conrad indicates he is a side leader. In most scenarios you will lose if your side leader is killed. Be sure to keep him safe. Unfortunately, you've used up your turn attacking this Quentin. Quentin, now gets Contain now gets to attack. Oh boy. Wait, the dummy gets a turn? Yes, it is magical, Quentin. If it hits you, it does 3 damage and has 5 chances. If it hits every time, you'll drop 17 to 2 hit points. Brace yourself. turns every turn. Each side in a scenario gets a chance to make their move. Once you've completed every turn you wish to do this turn, click on the End Turn button in the bottom right screen. It's over here. The other teams, whether controlled by the AI or other human players, then make their move. Some scenarios must be completed in a certain number of turns. You can see what turn it is, any applicable turn limits next to the flag icon on the top of the screen. People in turn 1 to 6. End your turn. I don't want to, I'm going to take. Ouch. I need to heal. Only 14 hit points left. There are 2 villages within your reach. Visiting villages is a good idea. Ending your turn on one will heal you to a village. You've captured a village. It now flies your colors and has been added to your total village count. The house icon at the top of the screen shows you how many villages you currently control. The village provides you the gold needed to recruit units. Each turn you gain 2 gold plus 1 for every village you own. Nice. Since you started your turn on a village, you regain some health. Villages heal 8 hit points per turn, and enough to top off their health, whichever is less. In your case, you gained 8 hit points. Nice. Now it's time to summon help against that Quentin. I'll recruit some elves. A splendid idea. Probably best not to attempt attacking this Quentin this turn. Instead, you should return to the keep and recruit 2 units. You have plenty of gold to do that. Keep. Whenever you're on a keep, you can recruit units on the castle tiles around it by right-clicking, selecting recruit. Note that newly recruited units cannot act the turn you recruited them. You will be able to use them next turn. This scenario, you have only one type of unit to choose from, the Elvish Fighter. Alright. We're going to recruit. An Elvish Fighter, HP 33, MP 40, or XP 40, MP 5. He attacks with a sword by a 5x4 or a bow with a 3x3. Ah, you can see him on the map. End your turn. Hey, the Quentin just healed 2 hit points. I better attack at once. Yes, we better. Yes, a unit that doesn't do anything for a turn, it will heal slowly. Before you send your fighters against the Quentin, you should know that they have 2 kinds of attacks. I'll tell them to use the one that does more damage. Now which would that be? The sword, 5x4, or 5 damage on each hit with 4 attacks, or the bow, 3 damage on each hit with 3 attacks? I suppose you'll find out. You wouldn't do anything stupid like charge the Quentin yourself now, would you? Use the fighters you recruited first. They'll be a lot of help. I want to use myself. So we'll go to the far side. Attack. We also used a sword, 5x4, 5 damage on each hit with 4 attacks, which is melee attacks. The Quentin defended itself with a melee attack, 3x5, or 3 damage on each hit with 5 attacks. The ranged attack with the bow would have been safer. Yeah, now you tell me. Can I go through my buddy? Ah, he does move into range. Rudolph used the bow, which is a ranged attack, 3x3, or 3 damage on each hit, or with 3 attacks. The Quentin has no ranged attack, only a melee attack, so it could not defend itself. Now it's up to me. I use melee, damage calculation. Odds are it's going to be around 19 HP. We did it! The Quentin is destroyed and I have gained more experience. Yes, you gain experience through battle, especially by killing an opponent. You gain experience and you'll become more powerful. Nice. Now, Conrad, I will leave you with more practice, with more dummies to practice on. After that, we have real work to do. Oh, man. These dummies will only attack if you are a single tile away. With care, you should be able to kill them all at once. Or kill them one at a time. You gotta end the turn. Conquer the village. Can I recruit? I cannot. For a unit description of our hero. A fighter, level 1. Young and brash fighters who are skilled with swords and are vulnerable to attacks from enemies. However, they have potential to become great warriors one day. So we got terrain modifiers for defense, movement costs, and arcane resistance. Unit description. Among elves, swordplay is most commonly practiced by rangers and border patrols who serve primarily as guards of the forest. More occasionally as small squads for intrusion into other territories. Elvish swordsmanship is known for its emphasis on swift, agile strikes, generating less power than human or orcish warriors, but also leaves less time to react and counter. Most elves can learn the basic swordplay relatively quickly and will be ready to pick up the blade when confronted in battle. Ooh, -10 to arcane resistance. You come down. Protect your troops. Remember to pull back wounded units into villages and recruit more if needed. Take special care of units with the highest XP so they can gain levels and become more powerful. This must be the return attack. So we got an 80% attack going out, 0% coming back. Now that we have softened them up a bit, let's do our attack with the sword. 6x3. Oh man. Oh boy. Each village you control will support one unit for free. After that, each unit costs you 1 gold per turn. Where do we see this gold? Up here at the top. Let's send our hero back. 3 ranged attacks. Since we know these guys will attack in the nearby space, we're not going to attack right away. Oh, really? When unit gains experience points, where the experience bar is present in the upper right corner of the hit points. If it gains the level Elvish fighter, will have 2 advanced options, and you'll be able to choose which one you want. However, second level units cost twice as much to support as first level units. Can I recruit more people? Yes, I can. We have 97 gold. All spots are occupied, so you can't move them to the same turn we created. Defenses. When order is selected, you can see a varied percentage as you move the mouse over the map. The higher the percentage, the more defense that unit has in that kind of terrain. For example, most units have good defenses in castles. And villages, but poor defenses on rivers. Some units, like these Quintons, have a magical attack, which always have a 70% chance to hit no matter what their target's occupying. Boom. Alright, let's get the other guys. XP is 0 out of 40, 4 out of 40, 4 out of 40. Hey! With that, it hurts. We'll recruit one more and be on our merry way. So, we do not. We do not want to land on the river, so too bad there's not a way to select which unit has not taken their turn yet. Kick his ass, Seabass. Boom. Well, I think I know the basics. Onwards. Maybe that I can fight in a real battle next. After your victory, notice the map will be grayed out to indicate that this scenario is over. This is called the linger mode. You will still be able to examine the final position and state of your troops and surviving enemies. When you're finished, click on the end scenario button to go on to the next scenario in the campaign. Welcome to Wesnoth. Welcome back. This is the second part of a two-part tutorial. Part 2 will teach you about recalling units' abilities and weapon specials, income, upkeeping, long distance movement, and zone of control, time of day. Ho, Galorad. Has Delphador conquered something else to beat me with? A flock of scarecrows, perhaps? This is no game, Conrad. Orcs have encamped across the river. This is elven country. They are fools to enter here. We elves are fast and hard to hit in the forest. You must defeat their leader so they will never threaten us again. I will advise you. What should I do? First, we have to deal with the orcish grunt stationed in the middle of the river. He should be in little trouble. By then, their leader will have recruited more units to send against us, and the real fight will begin. See, the dark blue water is too deep for either side to cross. The orcs could slowly wade through the narrow band of shallow light blue water in the north, but we could stand on the shore and force them to fight us in the water with the exposed. We are protected in the forest. More likely attack then comes across the bridge. The middle island is the key. It has a village for healing units and forest in which to fight. Let's go attack. Hang on, you need to gather your forces. Or you intend to fight orcs single-handedly? Not so much. I see you have veteran troops for your training. You should recall them so as to start off the battle with more experienced units. Think carefully though. If a unit has too little experience, you may be able to better recruit new. Recalling. In addition to recruiting new units each scenario, you can also recall experienced veterans from previous scenarios for the cost of 20 gold. This allows you to build up a formidable army over the course of multiple scenarios by recalling the highest level troops or the good combination of traits and abilities. To recall a unit, right click while your leader stands on the keep to select the recall option. Remember to Also recruit new troops in addition to recalling old ones. You also have two types of units to recruit this scenario: Elvish Archers and Elvish Shaman. I'll tell you more about them when you recruit them. Personally, I would recommend a balanced force: 2 archers, 2 fighters, and a shaman. Victory! Defeat the Orcish leader. Defeat Death of Conrad, Death of Galrad, or time runs out. Who are you? This is Galrad. This is Conrad. So for 20 gold, we can recall. Or we can recruit for a little bit less. Unlike the Elvish Fighter, which has a strong melee attack, the Elvish Archer has long range attacks. It is powerful against. Is useful to attack enemy units with strong melee attacks with strong ranged attacks. Vice versa. This allows your units to take less damage overall when your enemy counters attacks. We will dismiss these guys. What do you say? 4 XP is not a lot, so we're going to recruit. And we're now running a deficit. The map scrolls a little bit, so you can't do anything. You actually go somewhere. Maybe. Not end your turn until you have recruited troops and captured a village. We've gone in dead. The shaman has the ability to heal friendly units around her. She also has a special attack which slows enemies, having the damage they do for 1 turn. However, she's physically weaker than the other fighters and archers, so be careful sending her into battle. The heal ability. At the start of each turn, allied units adjacent to the shaman recover 4 hit points, which is only half the amount the village would provide. The shaman doesn't gain experience from healing, only from combat, but advancing her is worthwhile. Her 2nd level Elvish Druid advancement has healing equivalent to a village. Nice. Detailed explanation of it can be found in the gameplay section of the help. Fun key. A fun key. Why do you not want to move? I think it wants me to fill up the whole thing. So we'll recruit 1 more archer, and we will recruit 1 more fighter. While none of your recruits units can move, you still can. You need income. There are some villages near the keep to capture. Yes. Excellent. As Delphador mentioned earlier, each captured village will support 1 unit, provide 1 extra gold per turn. Each turn you gain 2 gold plus each village you own. However, upkeep is subtracted for that. You can support as many levels worth of units as the number of villages you own. Beyond that, you must pay 1 gold per turn. Be careful, as owning too many units can cause you to have a negative income and lose gold each turn. The status table details the sides, current status, and starting conditions. Fog and shroud will affect what you can see in the table. Occasionally, a side may be hidden. However, it is still useful to check the table when a scenario begins. You can access the menu. So we've got 1 village, negative income. Threg has 0 villages, but tons of gold. Now, young man, it's not time to discuss strategy. Your units are ready to attack. The Orcish leader has begun gathering his own troops. Galrad, if I go by the fort, I sneak up near his keep and dispatch him quickly. You could, however, elves and orcs have bad defense in water. You'll be more vulnerable as you try to wade slowly across the ford. The enemies have an 80% chance to hit you. Since elves have good defense in the forest, I would advise you to keep to the trees and attack the orcs from there. Your fighters will only suffer a 40% chance of being hit in return, while shamans and archers will occur a 30% chance. Alright, the bridge it is then, but I'll be careful about the crossing. The Orcish grunt is still blocking our path. He has no range attack, so your archers should be able to engage him with little risk. Unfortunately, your units cannot reach him this turn, but you should not let them languish. Move them into position so they can attack next turn. There are also other villages on the other side of the village. You should secure them for income and healing. I think I'll stick around the keep for now in order to recruit more units. You've learned well, Conrad. It is indeed a good idea to keep your leader safe and protected in the range of your keep early in the game. The tide of battle can turn quickly, and you don't want to find yourself cut off from recruiting more reinforcements. Yes. Out we go. Your unit. Front units. River. Why do you not move? See, recruits. Recruit an archer, one archer. 2 archers. That's it. That's a good thing we put the... Oh boy. Looks like they are heading north. Tracking enemy movement, you can see where an enemy can be reached by moving the mouse over, and you can also see possible enemy moves at once with this show enemy moves command actions in the menu. Can I just move around the orcs? No, once you move close to an enemy unit, you are in its zone of control and cannot move further than that turn. To move your troops onto the island without wading through the water, you'll have to kill the grunts. Kill the grunts! The hexes immediately around you constitute its zone of control. When an enemy unit enters those hexes, they cannot move any further than that turn. An exception are units with skirmish ability, who are unaffected by zones of control. This can be used to create a blockade to prevent even stronger enemies from reaching key locations such as villages, even if you have limited manpower. You attack. 60% of my units will survive the counterattack. If I can't take this grunt out this turn, I'd better grab more villages. If I can, move everyone closer for next turn. If one of your shamans stands just behind your wounded unit, she'll heal them for 4 hit points at the beginning of each turn. Good to know. It's very dangerous to stand in water. There are enemies about. You'll have an 80% chance to get back and wait for them to attack you. I don't want to. Let's see if I can get to that island. Wait. I should probably capture a village, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. Because now we are at -7. -2 with our 7 gold reserve. Oh boy. Any more villages to capture? Yes, but she doesn't want to move. Can you move? Can you move? Ooh. You're down to -1 gold per turn. Ha, ha. Oh boy, he looks exhausted. You need to occupy that village, otherwise they will take it soon. Move a unit into the village to stop the orcs from occupying it. Whichever unit you choose benefits from the village. Healing 2. But I guess gotta kill this guy first. He goes down. 1 fewer orcs to deal with, and our way across the bridge is clear. I gained experience and struck the killing blow. You are going north. You are going north. Venturing away from your keep. Need to recruit more units. I doubt the orc leader will let you use. I doubt the orc leader will let you use his keep. Careful. Yes, fine. So I'm gonna go south. These guys. End our turn. Galahad, careful, it is nighttime. Orcs are chaotic, which means their attack's now 25% stronger. Good God. By day, their attacks are 25% weaker, which is noticeable difference. You are lawful, stronger by day and weaker by night. Your elfish warriors are neutral, unaffected by daytime. By the time of day. The time of day. During a scenario, the time of the day will shift as turns pass. There are 4 alignments the units may be: lawful, neutral, chaotic, or liminal. Each alignment gets a different bonus or handicap depending on the time of day. You can hover over the sky image below the mini-map. There it is. Beep. On the right to see the current time of day, who has the advantage. So chaotic 25, lawful -25. You stand there. You capture that. Well done, the village is ours. You can use the trees to set up a blockade against the orcs. You can only cross the bridge one by one without wading through the water, or you can, and you'll be securely on the train with good defenses. Good to know. We're currently even. We got 21 gold. We'll keep our 2 archers there. Recruit a unit. Who should we recruit? So, mage, archer, swordsman. We got an archer and swordsman coming up, so we're leaving these 2 archers to protect the north. Recruit another archer, and that's going to be it for our goal. Oh boy. Remember to retreat your wounded units to the village. Shamans can only heal 4 hit points per turn, while villages can heal them 8 per turn. Different sources of healing are generally not combined. If a unit starts its next turn next to multiple healers or on a village and next to a healer, it will still only be healed once. Rest healing is an expectation to the rule. If a unit doesn't do anything in turn, it will heal 2 hit points. In addition to healing it may have received from the village or healers combining for a total of up to 10 hit points per turn. Why'd you go there? We will hold off on you moving forward. Can't recruit anyone for the north. You might. I might send you. Oh no. So let's plug the gap for now with an archer. Yes, get him back. Ah yes, the zones of control. You will attack with range 6x4. We may be losing a swordsman, buddies. Recruit him south next turn. Yay! Down goes Frazier. 6 health. Can he hold out? He did not. We will miss you, Eon Niliad. Because he had 21 experience points, he would have advanced a level soon. You undo. Three by 2, 4 by 2. Using melee attack is risky. I can slow the opponents with my range attack, but I hope you have a plan if I miss. Yes, the plan is to kill them. Down he goes. Swordsman to the front. You stay. You go north. Checking unused units. You can ensure that all your troops by pressing N. Ah, nice. To step from one unit to the next. If you press space, you can press space. You can mark currently selected unit as having finished this turn, which stops removing it by accident later on. When N is no longer selected, it's safe to end your turn. Nice. Beware those orcs crossing the river. If they get into the forest, they'll be hard to dodge. You go back. Actually, come back there. Here. 22 gold. Only one fighter in the southern units. Will recruit another fighter. I believe we're gonna let this guy come across. Take the 5-on-1. Hey. Victory conditions. In this scenario, you only need to defeat the orc leader to win. Victory conditions for a scenario are given under scenario objectives in the menu. Objectives. 27 turns left. Down goes Frasier. Move across this turn. Alaska is their leader. We need a shaman in the north. Just enough. You can also see having more than one orc healer allows them to heal each other or to cover separate areas of the battlefield. It can also allow better tactical movement. The 2 hit points the rest healer does combines with other sources of healing, so it's often better for a healer. The 2 hit points from rest healing does combine with other sources of healing, so it's often better to move a healer instead of an injured unit. We're not going to step out there. Next turn. Wait, wasn't that the leader? Or no? You go to the house, y'all advanced. Healer, go to the north. You come back here, you go there. So he's already moved a little bit with the orange dot. All these people have moved. You can move a spot. Move you into the forest. Oh boy. Speeding up animations, hold down and shift will make the animations move for moving and fighting quicker. The accelerated factor can be set and turned on by default in the preferences menu in the general tab. I think we gotta retreat. You come out. So now what is your turn moving up to? Still there. Risky biscuit. We've got 12 ducats. Ooh, he's capturing the village. Let's start across. In the north. stop or we're going to be holding fast. Wait for this guy to come across. Need another fighter in the north. Up to 11 XP. And down goes Frazier again. 10 XP, 4 XP, 1 XP. You're gonna come here to help heal that person quicker. Actually. There. Hey, quit it! With the killing blow, 27 XP. Put our warrior in front. Keep those units getting healed. And the water expedition continues. Alright, still moving north. Do I want to move any? Return fire! Oh god. Hey! Okay. You! And down it goes. Poor doggo. Healer comes south. Northern troops. Advance as far as you can. $25 ducats. Think we may need another frontliner. Recruits, another swordsman. No doggo, no healing for you. Please don't die. Down goes doggo. So now we need to get people into villages. How far do you go? You go up front, go in the middle, in there. Oh boy, they're coming two at a time. Hey. So once you use your turn, it'll be up. So, swordsmen of the village, archers. Force north, force south. Recruit anyone? Don't want to recruit. Let's recruit an archer, why not? No chance of return attack. Nice. Attack him from the rear. Uh-oh. We did it! Northern Forest is going to stay put for this turn. Too bad I can't select them all at once. You, into the forest. Shoot at the dog. Down goes the dog. Put him in the reserve. Northern Forest, take the northern village. Oh, the usher. Hey, come along too. Hero, we'll set him down. Nope, nope, nope. Alright. And a turn. So, middle force. Ooh boy. Oh crap. And down he goes. I think we'll keep using our northern force. Or not. How much? Ooh, nice. Nice. Surround him in the first place. Sticking to the woods. End our turn. Now we begin the assault with our odds are this guy's gonna hit hard. Nice. He's got no bow attached to return with. You got 45 minutes. I'm attacking with only archers. It's interesting. You have beaten the orcs. You may want to try one of the rookie level campaigns next, which includes strategy hints. A Tale of Two Brothers is the easiest and is the recommended first campaign. You can also refer to the in-game help browser if you ever need to refresh your memory on gameplay mechanics. Victory! What's the matter? We've already done battle training. Let's move on to A Tale of Two Brothers. An evil mage is threatening the small village of Maghar and its inhabitants. The village's mage sends to his warrior brother for help, but no, not all goes as planned. Can you help? Novel level or scenarios. The remote freehold of Maghar in the west reaches of the kingdom of Wesnoth was once a peaceful place, its inhabitants largely unaware of the comings and goings of the wider world. Wars and rumors of wars touched them not, until the day a dark mage settled in the region and began seeking sacrifices for his evil summonings. Skeletons and zombies killed cattle and fired fields. Fear and obey Marduk the mage, they cried in fell voices as they did their foul deeds. People vanished from isolated farmsteads. Men and women began to fear the night, and their children even the bright day. But the nearest lord was more than a day's ride's distance, and messengers sent to seek his help did not return. Oh boy. There was a man named Baran, who had shown talents as a mage when he was young, gone to the great academic on Isles of Alduin, and returned to his work to work his magic in the lands where he was born. The people looked at him for help and leadership. He found weapons half forgotten from the times of their sires and grandsires. Interesting. Hanging in many houses, bade the villagers to take them down and clean and oil them. He set the smiths and the Maghar to making spearheads and axe blades for the rest. Now Baron had his brother named Arvith, who had left Maghar to seek his fortune and had become the leader of a small band of horsemen who hired out as guards to merchant caravans. Fortunate it was for all that when Baron was put an apprentice mage, he had made a pair of amulets for himself and his brother, with which they might call each other when in dire need. Baron sent out that call for help. Excerpt from the journal of Baron of Maghar. If I could but face the Marduk, I think my magic might prove stronger than his, but he bids bides in the hills. Well guarded by his servants, I must frighten peasants to fight his minions with blades and sticks. I need my brother. He is always a better head for battle than I. Will he heed the call? I do not know if he has kept the amulet. We have not spoken since the evil day at Towen Karak. If he will not come to help me, perhaps he will return to aid our village in its hour of desperate need. You know the call of the amulet. Everett gathers such men as he could, hurried to Maghatter to help Baron. Alright, let me get some water. Mom, do you know what to do? Yes! I know. Evil day. Greetings, brother, and welcome home. Hail! Is that all, Everett? I understand, but you called and I came. Be content with that. What ails Meg here? Dark mage has come upon us. His creatures call him Mordak. They have been terrorizing outlying farms, and we fear that they may soon attack the village itself. The villagers here of Maghatter have taken up weapons, but they are not trained fighters. We need your men and you to lead them. I can feel Mordak's foul touch on the hidden currents of earth and air. He is somewhere due north of here. I would say not more than 2 days' ride. Alright, I'll do this for the village. Can you keep the mages off our back? I will go stealthily and with a handful of our best Scots and woodsmen, while you demonstrate against him and kill his creatures. I will try to defeat Mordak himself with magic at an unguarded moment. He shall be the right hand. I the left. Aye, brother. Aye! Just make sure that there when you need. Make sure you're there when we need you. Slay Mordak, the evil mage. It's our victory condition. Our defeat is death. Everett turns run out. So we're gonna recruit bowmen, footpad, horsemen, and spearmen. Currently have 40 gold and 6 out of the 14 villages. So we're gonna have to defend the bridges. We got income of 8. So it looks like we can recruit. The bowmen have a 4x2 short sword and a 6x3 bow. You've got a 4x2 club and a 5x2 sling. You just have a 9x2 spear and a javelin. 7x3 spear first strike. A javelin. I like spearmen. First have to head to the left. These guys. Looks like the horses get better range. I'll recruit another horseman. We need more archers. to the left side. On another spearman for the right. Oh, we're out of money. So if we need to run back, we can run into there. Footman shall go forward. Oh boy. Bats. 2 bats. 3 bats. What to do, what to do. We will go north of the footman here, or the horseman here. East with the foot. Archer's like, wait up! We'll have a northern force. Man, those guys are quick. He'll scare the villages. Can we recruit anyone? Not this turn. You jerks! How dare you capture my villages? A ruined castle keep. Enchanted castle keep. Horsemen of the north. Alright, so everyone has moved. Looks like he can what to buy, what to buy. Chaotic. Chaotic gains 25 at night. So each little army has... Let's recruit a lance for the north. And down it goes. I need more people for this stuff. Yes. $18 by 2 charge. Down it goes. Uh-oh. I hear these creatures are immune to our weapons. Let's see. Nope, but he is capable of fighting back. CN. You can't do anything. Don't want you to do anything. So we're gonna end our turn. Jerk! Good job, buddy boy. Hold up. You retreat to the northern village. You finish off that guy. Ah, dang it. Plague. Bowman! Oh, come on, Bowman, you can do better. You. So you. You only hit him once. Let's see. Next. We'll stay there. You're going to come out. Hey, quit it! The pack goes down. Unfortunately, he is still poisoned. No. You had 3 shots. What do I want? Take a foot bad. There we go. You guys suck. Don't do that. Down he goes. miss both of those. We are out of troops. You head this way. Does that give me health? So that doesn't do anything. So capturing the windmills does not give you money. I don't like those odds. Oh wait. I've gotten... How is that only 40%? Can we recruit more troops? You. Going to capture. We'll cut his legs out from under him. You are seriously low health. You can support. That's it. No, Betty, no! Betty goes down! So, Aylwin, Spearman, go to the village. You, try to take the next village. Bowman, go out. Ooh. Let's hold off on that. I think we may have killed our horseman. Next, capture that village. Is it worth anything? I think so. Next, stand in the village. Next, Still Hill. Still Hill. Come north. And it looks like we are out of tunes. It can move north. You can come out. To heal you at. Take away his money. You, come out. You heal. You. We're still coming north. You can't make that. We are turns there. Hey, hey! Brand has not made his attack. Could he have ended us? No, this is something else. I'm worried about him, but right now it means we have to deal with Mordek ourselves. Yeah, I know that. You heal. You heal. You heal. Down he goes. Next turn we shall envelop him. Keep the forces coming across. Do we want more horses? And turn. We tried to attack and we defended ourselves. Alright boys, you know what to do. Let's get in there. Spearman 9-4. Arg! Good work, men, but we have... What has become of my brother? Worried about him, are you? There's nothing more to be had from this one. We'll have to search for Baron ourselves. Sir, our scouts reports the Baron was seen captured and carried away farther north. That they should dare this, we will give them chase at once. Looks like we finished 7 turns early. Bonus gold. Nice. So we'll start with 64 gold on the next turn. End scenario. Arvis and his band rode north in search of his missing brother. Excerpt from the Journal of Arvith of Maghir. We've been searching for 3 days for a Baron. Turned up nothing. My best hunch was that he headed north into the borderlands, where the necromancer minions could safely hide. Everywhere else is more farmland. At first I thought the search might be useless, but late in the first day we found a set of tracks. Some of them had been made by skeleton feet. Although after their first campsite, the tracks were merely those of men carrying heavy loads. We're close enough to be certain now. Those tracks are heading into the Grey Woods. No one from Maghir or any other village has gone into the forest in living memory. Probably for a reason. Stories have been passed down for generations, warning against it. Supposedly the place is haunted by lost souls who hunger for the living, and anyone who dies there was doomed to join them. Excerpt from journal. But I'm past superstitions now. I've seen enough of the world to guess at the truth behind these sorts of tales. The forest is home to elves, unfortunately, ones, if the stories have any basis at all. I worry for my men. Horses don't fight well in forests, and elves will be more dangerous in their own territory. But there are things that need to be done, questions that need answered. Something bigger is happening. A necromancer terrorizing townsfolk is nothing new. But why didn't his servants scatter when he was killed? Where are they headed now? And most importantly, why did they take Baron with them? Besides, I want my brother back. Come, men. A stroll through such a lovely green woods would be finer. What could be finer? You there, halt, explain yourself. We're chasing after someone who kidnapped my brother. You haven't seen him by any chance. Those men caught their prisoner practicing necromancy. For your sake, I hope he is not your brother. Assume that they caught was your brother's murderer. Rest assured that the Grey Mages will release all of their souls so that their prisoners' evil magic has bound to this world. We killed the necromancer on the battlefield. I saw the killing blow with my own eyes. How could you see the killing blow with your own eyes if you're in the keep? Whatever. We heard the sounds of battle 3 days ago, but the foul reek of death was unmistakable as the prisoner passed us. Your brother really is the prisoner. He is also a necromancer. Remember your brother as well as he was, and know that the prisoner's fate will be revenge, as dire as you could wish. Either way, nothing will be granted by your intrusion into our woods. Now advance no further, for we will defend our land. So much for those ghost stories, but even ghosts might have to be more observant than these elves. Still, that will not stop me from freeing Baron. I'm glad at least that we will not have to face ghosts. Those hills will have us at a disadvantage. Our horses will not maneuver well in the trees. True. Bah, just stay on the paths. Our spearmen bowmen can fight deeper in the woods. We have faced one through greater perils than these amateurs can offer. So the chase, fight your way through the woods before the kidnappers escape. Our defeat conditions are Death of Azeroth and or run out of turns in 28 turns. Carry over gold, early finish bonus, nice. 40% of gold carried over to the next scenario. Hence, the elf forces are spread out. Seek to fight them one at a time with several of your units. That's going to be it for today, folks.